Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Buffalo Bills are quietly positioning themselves for a major move, and the rumors swirling around are nothing short of game-changing. It's about a strategic shift, a move that could redefine not just their season, but also the entire AFC East dynamic. We're talking about the Bills making a bold push to bolster their roster, specifically on the offensive side, through a significant trade that could elevate their chances of making another deep playoff run, maybe even clinching that elusive Super Bowl title. And it all centers around a name that's been gaining momentum, Jacoby Myers, coming in from Las Vegas, and a promising running back, Ray Davis. This isn't just about acquiring players, it's about reshaping the team's future, and boy, does it look exciting. Let's set the stage a little. The Bills, sitting comfortably at 4-2, are in a good spot in the standings, but they're also aware of the gaps that need filling, especially after some recent injuries and inconsistent performances. The offense, which has been quite potent at times, has faced challenges with key players sidelined. Jordan Palmer's injury, for example, with his shoulder being week to week, and Samuel's groin injury. These are not minor setbacks when you're trying to stay competitive at the highest level. Add to that the fact that the Bills are currently allowing around 225 passing yards per game, which puts them at 22nd in the league, and you realize that they need a reliable, consistent target to complement their existing weapons. Enter Jacoby Myers. Now Myers, undrafted out of NC State in 2019, has been making waves in the NFL, and his numbers this season are nothing short of impressive. He's been a top 50 PFF receiver in 2025, with 24 catches for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns so far. His yards per reception at 12-1 might not seem overwhelming, but what really stands out is his efficiency and ability to win contested catches. 50% contested catch rate places him among the top in the league, and his deep completion rate of 46% shows he's a real threat down the field. Myers is also known for his route running. His ability to gain yards after the catch, he averages 5.9 yards YAC per reception, which puts him in the top 10, and he's zero drops versus man coverage, which is rare in today's NFL. His red zone touchdown rate of 25% makes him a reliable target when it matters most. What makes this move even more appealing for the Bills is Myers' compatibility with Josh Allen. Allen, known for his improvisational skills and deep throws, could elevate Myers' production significantly. With Myers projected to reach around 0 yards this season and potentially 8 touchdowns, it's a move that could push the Bills' passing offense to new heights. Currently, their passing yards per game sit at around 240, ranking 15th in the league, but with Myers in the fold, estimates suggest that number could increase to approximately 280 yards per game, adding a plus 16% EPA per pass attempt when thrown to Allen, who's been solid himself with 600 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions in 2025. But let's not forget the context of this potential trade. The Raiders, who are currently sitting at 2-4, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Their roster is trying to stay competitive, but they're also looking ahead with an eye on cap management and future picks. They're capping their options to extend players like Minshew or Crosby, and that's where the Bills come in. The Raiders, with odds of plus 120,000 to make the playoffs, are likely to be sellers, especially with the pressure to free up cap space for rookies and extensions. Trading Myers could be a strategic move to acquire draft capital, like that 4th-round pick in 2026, and to clear about $17 million in cap space, which is always attractive for a team looking to build a contender. Now, for the Bills, this isn't just about adding another receiver. It's about transforming their passing game, making it more versatile and dangerous. Myers' projection of over 0 yards and 8 touchdowns would give the Bills a significant boost in their offensive production, especially in the slot. His ability to win routes, his route win rate is around 61%, and his EPA per dropback of plus 0.12 place him among the league's most efficient receivers when targeted. This ultimately means more explosive plays, more opportunities in the red zone, and a better chance to capitalize on Allen's strong arm and mobility. And speaking of Allen, the chemistry between the two could be a game changer. Allen's 600 passing yards and 12 touchdowns this season are already impressive, but with Mayers operating in the slot, the Bills can diversify their attack, creating more mismatches and reducing the pressure on Stefon Diggs, who's been phenomenal with over 450 yards early in the season. Mayers' presence could translate into about 12 explosive plays per game, which is a huge boost to any offense. The impact of this move isn't just on the offensive production, it's also on the team's overall confidence and strategic flexibility. With Mayers in the mix, the Bills' red zone efficiency could jump from around 60% to as high as 75%, especially against tough defenses like the Dolphins, who have allowed just 130 yards per game on defense but struggle at times with tight coverage. Mayers' ability to make contested catches and win in high-pressure situations makes him an ideal target for the Bills' red zone schemes. Now you might wonder about the bigger picture. What does this mean for the Bills' Super Bowl chances? Well, the odds have already shifted since the rumors started. The Bills' Super Bowl odds have moved from plus 1,500 to plus 700, which shows how much confidence bettors are placing in this potential upgrade. With Mayers projected to be a true X-factor in the playoffs, especially in clutch moments where slot routes and red zone efficiency are crucial, the Bills could become serious contenders. If they face teams like the Chiefs again, Mayers' ability to win against man coverage and create separation could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. One of the fascinating aspects of this move is how it aligns with the Bills' broader strategy of building a championship-ready roster. They've already established a strong core with Diggs and Allen, and now adding Mayers gives them that extra layer of explosiveness and reliability. It's reminiscent of past seasons where the Bills have been close but fell short in key moments, often due to offensive inconsistencies or lack of a secondary target to take the load off Diggs. Mayers could serve as that reliable, high-percentage target, allowing the offense to operate more smoothly and with more variety. And let's talk about the division. The AFC East is no longer just a two-horse race between the Bills and Dolphins. The Jets are lurking with their defense, and the Patriots are always in the mix with their defensive schemes and strategic play calling. But if the Bills land Mayers and perhaps even add Ray Davis to their backfield, they could gain a significant edge over their rivals. The added depth and offensive variety will make it tougher for defenses to scheme against Buffalo, especially when Mayers can exploit the middle of the field with his precise route running and YAC ability. Of course, we have to consider the risks involved. Trading for Mayers means giving up draft capital, and there's always the concern about how well he'll fit into the Bills' offensive scheme. But the analytics and film tell us that Mayers is a proven winner. His route win rate of 61%, his elite EPA per target, and his consistency in contested catches all point to a player who can step in immediately and produce at a high level. Plus, with the Bills' offensive line holding up better this season, giving Allen more reliable targets is crucial to maintaining their offensive rhythm. Finally, if this trade goes through, it could shift the entire narrative of the AFC playoff picture. The Bills, with Mayers, could become one of the favorites, especially in high-stakes matchups like rematches against AFC powerhouses or even in potential AFC championship games. The move also sends a message to the division. Buffalo is serious about not just competing but dominating. They're willing to make bold moves, to take risks, and to invest in their future. And if Mayers' integration is as smooth as projected, it could be the move that elevates the Bills from perennial contenders to legitimate Super Bowl champions. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Mayers will be the missing piece that pushes Buffalo over the top? Are you excited about the prospect of Ray Davis adding even more explosiveness to that backfield? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and, of course, to the Bills. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and the latest news that keeps us all on the edge of our seats. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the Buffalo Bills spirit alive.